Hello, and welcome back to our healthy eating quest. I know I've been a little MIA for about a week. Well, actually, just in video. I have sent out some emails, but I haven't done any videos in at least a week. And I've been doing some deep thinking about that, about why that happened. And what I've realized is that it boils down to overwhelmed, to feeling overwhelmed. Um, so, well, just let me ask you, what do you do when you're feeling overwhelmed? Um, it's an important question to ask because it happens to all of us at some point, right? So for me, I realized that I was feeling a lot of pressure from the enormity of what I have set out to do here. Because let's think about it. I have set out to permanently change the way I eat, to lose almost 70 pounds, and to encourage you to reach your health and weight loss goals all at the same time. So I had come to a place where I was just feeling too small to accomplish all of that, and I had gotten overwhelmed. So I wanted to talk about that because when we start to feel that way, that can get into our heads and cause us to shut down, right? To feel like, okay, I can't do this, so let me just give up now. But we don't want to do that. I've talked a lot about what doing that can mean for us. Let me talk about a little bit about specifically what that would mean for me. It would mean that I won't get to experience that feeling of, being healthy and vibrant, not feeling sick all the time, of having the energy to keep up with my two rambunctious boys. It would mean that I have to remain fat. Let's see. It would also mean that I don't get to experience that pride and joy that will come from accomplishing this goal. And honestly, it would also make me feel like I failed you. So there's a lot at stake here, right? So that's why I asked, what do you do when you're feeling overwhelmed? And if you have some good tips, I encourage you to leave them in the comments below because, it could really help me or someone else. But okay, so what did I do? Like I said, first of all, took a step back and did some deep thinking about, what was it that I was feeling and why? And for me, it helps to write things out, to get my thoughts out on paper. And so doing that then helped me to see how ridiculous they were. It helped me to see that what I need to do is to just focus on the next step. And I think I've talked about this before, right? So what it really boils down to is just following my own advice. That's what I realized, when I got all in my head and took a step back to reflect, I guess is the word I'm looking for. I realized that I just need to focus on reaching the next rung on the ladder. Don't worry about, how tall the ladder is and how many rungs there are to get to. Just focus on the next step, getting to that next rung on the ladder. So that means that I need to stop worrying about the fact that I basically need to completely change my life. Stop worrying about the fact that I need to lose 70 pounds and that's a lot of weight. And the most I've ever lost is 20, Stop worrying about all that. Stop worrying about what if I fail. Stop worrying about, well, like I said, the fact that I eventually, if I am going to accomplish what I set out to do here, I eventually need to get to the top of this ladder or the end of this road. You know, I need to get to that finish line. Stop worrying about all of that. Right now, just focus on getting to the next step. I also needed to stop worrying about whether or not I know enough about diet and exercise to make it all the way to the end. Because the fact of the matter is, I don't need to know everything right now. I mean, for one thing, first of all, nobody knows everything about anything anyway. But I don't need to worry about knowing, you know, more than what I know right now. Because what I do know is that drinking more water, eating more fruits and vegetables, and, you know, eating more whole grains, you know, some of the things that we've already talked about, I do know that doing those things will make a huge difference in my life, the way I feel, the way I look. And in all honesty, I was already making progress. I was already feeling different. Friends were already telling me that they could see a difference. And the scale had already told me that I had lost 10 pounds. So why did I, you know, get all in my head? And why did I stop? Because I got overwhelmed and scared. So that's why I ask you, what do you do when you feel overwhelmed? I hope you have some interesting tips to share, but you know, even if you don't, hopefully what I shared might help you if you come to this point, which you probably will, because look, I don't know if you can, oh, you probably can't see that. Okay, I'm back. I had to redo my drawing for you. Okay, so can you see that? It's a straight line from start to finish. Success is not gonna go like that. Wouldn't it be nice though if it was just a smooth ride up? But it's gonna be more like this. Can you see that? It's all squiggly. We start here and then there's all kinds of twists and turns, and eventually, after a lot of mayhem and madness, we get to the end, or wherever we were trying to get to. So this healthy eating quest is not going to be a smooth road. There's going to be lots of twists and turns, bumps and bruises, and setbacks. But that's okay, because as long as we keep course correcting whenever we need to, we're going to get to our goal. I am going to get to there, right there, the finish line. So let's do that right now. It is weigh-in day. Let's see where we are. Oh, 197.9. Let's see if you can see that. I do not. Oh, it cut off. Well, hopefully you got to see it. Anyway, let's see. So that said 197.9, right? When we started, I never remember to mention this. We started at, or I started at 209 point something. I never remember. The last weigh-in, which was like 2 weeks ago, was like 199, or actually 199.4 it was. So that's a little bit of a loss. About 12 pounds since the beginning, right? So why am I feeling like anxious and overwhelmed? Anyway, so we got that out of the way. We're back on path, back on course. I do a lot of talking on this channel, in these videos. but that's because I feel that losing weight is largely mental and emotional. At least I find it is for me, right? Hence last week. And so if you feel that it's large, you know, that it has a large mental and emotional component for you too, I hope that you're able to get some encouragement from these videos. I hope that you will subscribe to this channel, and I hope that you will share it with anyone else that you know that you feel could benefit from watching these videos. And somewhere up there, there's a link for you, and also down in the description where I have a special free offer for you. What is it? It is an ebook that outlines how to feel more energetic, productive, flexible, and youthful simply by changing the food you're putting into your body. Okay, so that is a free offer for you. So hopefully you get a chance to check that out and take advantage of that. So, yeah, we're done here. So to wrap it all up, thank you for being here. Thank you for watching. And I hope you keep coming here, and I just wish you loads of success on your healthy eating quest. Talk to you soon. Bye.